This is what I call owning the chaos, Maddie. So we have a special little guest right here, little Maddie, and I'm supposed to be watching right now, but I need to make videos before I go on vacation, and you guys are gonna be actually watching this while we're in Maui, Maddie. It's gonna be so fun. Look at those smiles. I'd love to see that. She's a little slobber, so she's probably gonna slobber in this video, but I'm gonna try to make this video with the baby. We'll see what happens. Maybe mom will come get her halfway through. But Maddie, we're gonna do a little video on these shoes right here. I'm owning the chaos. I'm gonna move you back here. This is actually the second day she's actually been able to hold up her head. Little 3-month-old here in this little Bumbo thing. So kind of fun for those that don't really care about that. Now you know. All right, so here is a box that we have here, and this is one of those pairs of shoes that I'm super excited to actually get. And shout out to Tracy and Paul for helping me out secure my pair. They had a soft launch in LA, I believe, and they scooped up the pair for me and also gave me like a special version of this. So it doesn't usually come in this box, it comes in a different box, but they gave me this really crazy box here, and you could see it says right here what it is. Why Not 0.2, and then the second installment of Russell Westbrook's signature basketball sneaker. Future History is actually the colorway that this one is called. And I love the palette right here. As you can see, the different colors right here, and that is also represented on the shoe. Inside the box, though, this was rad. You have the Westbrook logo right there with all sorts of crazy colors, which is definitely a signature to Russ. And then you can see it has some special paper inside this one, as well as some regular paper. But this is the shoe here. And sorry, Maddie. This is the other paper, so for those wondering. But really dope box. It also came with the bag right there, which is special. And only, I guess, the first 100 people in line got the special box, maybe, in the special bag. So I was actually lucky enough to be able to actually get one of these ones. But this is like one of those sneakers that really are dope in my opinion, because this is like one of the best signature shoes or non-like lineage like Air Jordan 1, 2, 3 through the 33. This is probably the best looking other Air Jordan performance shoe that we've seen in like a long time. This is just one of those ones that I absolutely love. There's just so many elements to the shoe that I think is just done so incredibly well, and this colorway in particular really pulls off all of those different feats on the shoe, because you could see something that I'm a big fan of is not just one knit upper. One knit upper is so plain, and it's like, to me it feels stale. It's like 5 years old if you're gonna do a pair of shoes with just literally a knit upper. If you have a lot of different layers to the shoe, it's like better from a casual perspective. And I know this is a performance basketball shoe, but at the end of the day, a performance basketball shoe could be a pair of Chuck Taylors. It is what it is, and a lot of times we're oversold on the technology part of it and the hype of the technology that goes inside of the shoe. Some of the people out there that play at the highest caliber of athletic sports, maybe you need those super magic special technologies for shoes, but for the average person, they can play in the shoe. They also want to be able to wear them casually, and this is one of those shoes that I think is very casual. It fits really well. I went true to size 9.5 and it fits me perfectly. I don't need to take out the insoles or anything like that. But I mean, I don't even know where to start on the shoe. There's so many crazy details and elements to the shoe. First of all, the colorway is just insane with all of the different hits of color.
Oh my goodness, this is a whole shoe, Dad. Oh my goodness.
What do you like about it? Let me see. What color is your favorite on it?
I like blue and orange and black and orange and yellow.
Cool.
Nice.
All the colors.
Oh yeah.
Lots of colors. Like
And white.
On here, I believe that the reason why they did this is because it represents all of the different teams that Westbrook has played for in his careers from high school through the NBA. And I like that it looks just like a perfect mix of everything. Just enough, a little bit of accents here with the yellow on the bottom and a little bit of hits of the orange on the sides here. And I like the fact they did 3 different blues on this section here. So it just makes it look so much more dimensional than just a plain knit upper. And I love it. I love that there's little straps here that come down across the shoe as well. I believe the price point is like $125 to $130 on these shoes, and I think it is a great price point. The overall materials on the shoe is like a nice mix. You have some hyperfuse material here, some interesting like style mesh here, some synthetic type materials on the side, more materials and some plastic overlays here, and then you have a really interesting knit pattern on the back section here. And then this is where it gets really wild, is you have a really crazy material on the back. I don't really know how to describe this material, but it's like a mesh-ish / not. I don't know, but it is pretty cool and adds a nice little detail to the shoe. You also do have a cool feature here where it's kind of some wings that come up to the top lace here, and then you have like a double liner on the back of the shoe, which I think looks really cool. Hi Maddie, you doing okay? That's you, little slobber lady. You want your paw? Here you go. It's a little bear paw. You getting tired of holding your head up? Well, hold tight. I'm almost done. This was something that I thought was really, really dope. This is the same tag that you could see on my box here. This is just all of the different colors that go into this shoe, and I thought that was super, super dope. And they sew down the patch halfway so it doesn't flip flop all the way down. So it's just like a nice little side aesthetic to the shoe that I thought was really cool. This little black patch right here is actually like a little writing board for Westbrook to be able to write names on, because if you pay attention to the NBA games, he writes people's names on his shoes and stuff all the time, so they gave him a little bit of a canvas right here. This is another detail I really like. You have the yellow at the bottom with kind of the rugged edge here, comes up to the red, swoops down, adds a nice little accent, but with purpose, because this is obviously some reinforcement on the heel, and then it has a little swoop up and then down, and then you could see that there is the other material here, so it goes from one section of it to another in a different color, and you have the yellow reinforcement on the bottom. Now this isn't carbon fiber or anything like that, it just feels like a plastic TPU or something like that, but it is nice to be able to have that extra reinforcement. It does have a separated sole, as you can see, so there's a front section and a back section, and there are zeros all over the bottom of the shoe, obviously for his number. You can see it does say Zoom in the forefoot, and you could see on this side the Zoom in the front, but you don't get Zoom in the back. However, there's so much Zoom in the front, I don't know if you'll even need it back here. This is one of the changes that they made that people are like indifferent on. Some people really don't like it, some people think it's cool. I'm one of those people that think it's cool. I think it's a nice detail. On the bottom of the shoe you have the size tag instead of on the inside of the shoe. You have a family crest of Westbrook instead. So nice little nod for him personally on the inside of the shoe, but a nice little change of pace to have the tag on the outside. Some people think this might be easy to slip on or whatnot. I'll leave that to the performance reviewer people. And just to show you something of why I don't care about that, this is a basketball shoe that I actually hooped in high school. Dropped 40 points in 3 quarters. No lie, I actually hooped it up my junior year in high school, and I did that. But the bottom of this shoe is actually plastic. You can see there's an air bubble here that you can see through. So this actually is the sort of same thing, but even bigger than that. This is just a little window there. This is a massive window, and this didn't affect my performance at all. So I don't think personally that this is going to affect anybody's performance. It's just a little window, and I like the aesthetic of the tag at the bottom. I think it's just super, super rad, and it's just innovating and different. Huge detail that I love about this shoe is there is a detachable tongue. It's not fused together in any way or like knit or anything like that or one piece. I love that it's actually a separated tongue. Casually, it's amazing to have. It looks really, really good on feet because of that, in my opinion. And the shoe is really easy to slip on. It's not really snug like a KD, or even the Kyries are really hard for me to put on. These are super easy. They just slip right on, and I love that detail of the shoe. I think that this is probably going to be my favorite colorway no matter what for this model. But one thing I will say is I really, really, really wish Nike would put these on Nike ID, because there's so many elements, as you can see, of all the color details on this one. There's so many elements that you could play with and have fun with to create your own like really dope themed pair of sneakers. And for those that have been following the channel for a really long time, you guys know I've been doing that for a long time, but then it just got kind of ridiculous with just prime knit uppers and everything and very, very limited accents. I'm gonna pick up my baby real quick. I think she's getting tired of holding her head. What you can't see on camera is that I'm holding a baby in my arm while I'm doing this review. This just got real. I don't even know, like maybe thumbs up for the hustle and grind. I don't really know like what to say. It's tough being a content creator with an infant and a toddler. It's tough being anybody with an infant and a toddler. Life is good, but it's crazy. Anyway, like I was saying, I love the fact that they did this, but I really, really want a Nike ID version of these. 150 Nike ID, I'd do 3 different ones. If they gave us all the color palette that we would want, you could really come up with some really dope things on this one. Nike Jordan Brand, hear me out. Maybe release these on Nike ID so we can have fun. Grade school, high school, college kids will be thanking you as well, because they can make these into their team shoes, which I think would be really cool to see. All in all, this is one of my favorite Air Jordan sneakers that is not a retro or one of the signature line to hit the market in a really, really long time. CP3 and Melo have had mediocre shoes in the past, but this one, in my opinion, is amazing. Melo had one shoe that I really liked back in the day. Anyways, what do you guys think about the Westbrook Why Not 0.2s? The naming convention is probably the only thing I don't really love. I feel like they should just call it like the Westbrook 2. But anyways, what are some of the things that you guys like or dislike about the Westbrook 0.2? And definitely want to check out your guys' comments down there. Shout out again to Paul and Tracy for hooking me up and getting my pair ahead of time. Much appreciated. But hopefully I'll get this video to you guys soon too, because I need time to edit it. During my vacation, I'm editing videos. What is going on here? Anyway, have a great rest of the day. Subscribe if you guys are new to my channel. Notification bell to be notified of when my videos go live. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching the video. I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to my baby now. Catch you guys later. Peace. What do you think, Matt? Do you see you right here? Is it cool? Do you like him? Harrison said he liked him. Whoa. Okay, I got you. Let's get out of here.